Welcome to the Starfall Kindergarten English Language Arts Curriculum 2nd Edition. I will be taking you through a PowerPoint presentation that will help prepare you for using our curriculum. For complete instructions on how to use this program, please visit teach.starfall.com and look for the document titled Kindergarten English Language Arts with Science and Social Studies Read Me First. This document will provide you with an overview of the curriculum and assist you in preparing your environment, as well as explain all of the components included in the curriculum. The Starfall Kindergarten curriculum provides a dynamic balance between teacher-directed instruction and child-directed learning. Children participate in leading discussions, choosing other children to answer questions, and work with partners to discuss questions and practice skills. Motivation and ownership of learning provide the framework for success in the Starfall Kindergarten classroom. The kindergarten curriculum is a comprehensive reading and language arts curriculum that combines state standards and content area instruction in reading, writing, social studies, and science. The curriculum is divided into 10 units and includes 31 weeks of formal scripted instruction. The lesson plan format for days 1 through 4 of each week begins with Backpack Bear's message, a magic writing moment, and a phonological awareness warm-up, followed by a 30-minute whole group teacher-directed session. Each lesson concludes with a formative assessment. Day 5 of each week is devoted to review, learning centers, and individual assessment. Each day, Backpack Bear delivers a special message to the children. The message is tucked in his backpack and is read by the teacher. Backpack Bear plays a key role in the kindergarten curriculum. Children will see him in the print work, books, and online at starfall.com. Backpack Bear motivates the children to learn by learning along with them. Daily magic writing moments provide instruction and practice in writing mechanics and processes. Throughout the school year, children become familiar with various types of writing and take part in shared and individual writing projects. Each day includes a phonological awareness warm-up in which the children practice listening for and manipulating sounds in the absence of print, or a phonics warm-up that teaches them to link those sounds to letters. Starfall Sing-Along provides songs that may be used during these warm-ups. The lesson plan format for days 1 through 4 of each week begins with a whole group teacher-led session. During this whole group session, a story may be introduced, a game may be played to reinforce a skill, or children may be involved in an activity to review or practice a new concept. The next component of the lesson plan format is a small group session. This chart demonstrates how to set up your small group session. Divide your class in half so that each half group includes both higher and lower ability levels. Then divide each of the two groups into two smaller groups, one higher ability level and one lower. You will then have 4 small groups, 2 of higher ability level and 2 of lower ability level. The small group session lasts for 1 hour. During this time, half the class, or Group A, works with the teacher in a small group lesson. The other half of the class, or Group B, divides into the 2 smaller groups you created. One group works on a review activity independently or with a paraprofessional for 15 minutes, while the other group works on specific computer activities. The children then switch groups so that each child participates in a review activity for 15 minutes and a computer activity for 15 minutes. After 30 minutes, groups A and B switch. Group B works with the teacher, and Group A divides into two smaller groups to work on review activities independently or with a paraprofessional, and specific computer activities for 15 minutes each. The daily lesson plan format concludes with another 30-minute whole group session. These sessions put closure on the day's lessons, provide an opportunity to sequence, retell, and dramatize stories, or participate in activities that promote cooperative learning. Day 5 begins with a whole group session followed by learning centers, in which the children rotate among 6 defined activities to review and practice skills presented throughout the week. Learning Center time provides the teacher with the opportunity to conduct an individual conference with each child using Starfall assessments. Day 5 concludes with a 30-minute whole group session. The following slides provide examples of how various content areas are addressed throughout the Starfall kindergarten curriculum. Each letter sound is introduced in a consistent routine. All letters and sounds are introduced during the first semester. The letter sound routine begins with the teacher introducing the letter sound to the children, then reading a rhyme that focuses on the target sound from Backpack Bear's ABC Rhyme Book. The children listen for the target sound and words in the rhyme. The children are then presented with a variety of words in order to practice discriminating the target sound in the initial position. The next step links the upper and lowercase letter to the target sound. It's important to use the language the letter stands for the sound. This is explicitly outlined in the sound letter routine lesson plans. When we say a letter makes a sound, we are implying that that letter only makes that sound. Then when children encounter the letter and it makes a different sound, we are faced with having to explain rules. When we say that a letter stands for a sound, we are providing the framework for the understanding that letters can stand for more than one sound. The children then skywrite the letters and learn the associated sign language hand signs. Backpack Bear then leads the children in the letter march. This is followed by an activity to practice the letter sound. Lastly, the children are introduced to the target sound by solving a riddle. The answer uses the target sound in the final position. The letter sound routine concludes with a formative assessment. The listening and writing book provides the children with the opportunity to practice printing the letter and identifying pictures that begin with the target sound. The target letter and sound are then practiced in the ABC section of starfall.com. A variety of activities are used throughout the day to practice using letters and sound in meaningful ways. The children combine letters to read CVC words, use invisible rubber bands to segment, then blend sounds together to create and write words. Additionally, the children are introduced to inflectional endings, contractions, and other grammar skills as they relate to phonics. Each week, the children are introduced to new high-frequency words. After each new word is introduced, the children write the word in their Starfall dictionaries. These dictionaries are a tool for the children to use during their writing assignments. During small group activity time, a variety of activities are provided in order to practice and reinforce previously introduced and new high-frequency words. Beginning in week 2, the children receive pre-decodable Rebus-style mini cut-apart books that incorporate previously learned and new high-frequency words. A set of sentence strips and individual word cards accompany each story to use for review and to reinforce how words go together to form sentences. Each story is also featured on starfall.com. The second semester is devoted to vowel sounds. The children are introduced to the classic Starfall characters Zack, Peg, Tin Man, Mox, and Gus. Each character has a set of stories that reinforces his or her short vowel sounds and are decodable. Additionally, story sequence cards, sentence strips, and individual word cards are provided for each of the main vowel stories. The Reading and Writing Journal includes many activities related to short vowel sounds that focus on blending and comprehension. In the second semester, the Starfall characters introduce higher-level reading materials, their own chapter books. The children take turns reading these books chorally or with partners and answer critical thinking questions. The Starfall kindergarten curriculum incorporates both quality literature and informational texts that include well-loved titles. Special consideration was given to choosing books that would be easy to locate in classroom, school, or public libraries, or available inexpensively for purchase. Books with similar themes may be substituted. Included in the curriculum kit are several nonfiction science and social studies books, as well as folktales retold by Starfall with child-friendly endings. The use of Margaret Hillert books gives children the opportunity to expand their reading ability beyond the high-frequency words introduced. Margaret Hillert early readers include both fictional stories and nonfiction or informational books. Introducing new vocabulary words is an important part of the Starfall kindergarten curriculum. Vocabulary is generated from literature included in daily classroom language situations. The Star Word Wall houses these words so teachers and children are reminded to review previously introduced vocabulary. The children practice new vocabulary in a variety of ways, including locating vocabulary words in stories and having class discussions related to the words. The children are also encouraged to use the vocabulary words in a variety of ways. Both fiction and nonfiction texts are used to strengthen comprehension. The children not only answer critical thinking questions related to the story, they also learn how to ask good questions as well. The use of story element cards help children analyze the story, identify characters and settings, and answer questions such as, what is the self-to-text connection? Or, what part of the story would you change? Why? Many opportunities are provided for children to retell, sequence, and dramatize stories. Weeks often end with a meeting of the kindergarten book club, in which the children partner to ask their classmates questions about the books read that week. The culmination of all that is learned may be found in writing. Here, the children use their knowledge of letter-sound relationships, their Starfall dictionaries that contain high-frequency words that were introduced, what they have learned through reading and discussing literature, and Starfall writing rubrics to compose their own writings in their Starfall writing journals. Children are introduced to elements of writing such as grammar, how to develop a paragraph, how to write a research paper, and how to develop an opinion piece, and more during the daily magic writing moment. During their actual writing time, the children complete, add to, and edit their writing. Shared writing is often begun during the magic writing moment and finished during a whole or small group writing session. These shared writings include attempting a variety of writing styles as well as practice in editing techniques. When the children write individually, they use kid writing, inventive spelling, and their Starfall dictionaries. Star Writer Melodies, included in the kindergarten kit, is a CD of classical music that may be played while children write. Teachers then consult with each child to add adult writing and model proper writing conventions. The children take turns sharing their writings and illustrations from the author's chair. As they share, they also learn to appreciate the work of their classmates, learn to offer compliments, and practice good audience skills. The children learn to write for a variety of reasons. Through shared and individual writings, they experience many different writing styles, including research and observation writings, narratives, persuasive, opinion, and creative writing. Connecting writing to something meaningful in the children's experiences provides the motivation to write. The Starfall Progress Monitoring Package includes entry, mid-year, and exit assessments. Bi-weekly assessments aligned with specific target skills are conducted during Day 5 Learning Center rotations. Starfall Science and Social Studies nonfiction books are used to introduce interesting, age-appropriate topics and review unit themes. Historical figures posters included in the curriculum provide interesting information about several historical figures to share with the children and a depiction of each figure. Optional holiday lesson plans are also provided. These plans include suggested literature, vocabulary, and engaging activities. The heart of the kindergarten ELA program is the Starfall.com website. Here, the children have access to all of the skills, concepts, and stories used in the program. The Parent-Teacher Center includes the entire curriculum, generators, and much more. Starfall provides many technological resources that can be used with classroom projection devices in a variety of ways, such as introducing concepts, practicing, and reviewing concepts. Print materials on the Starfall.com website are projectable. This capability increases interest and allows the children to follow along during their use. The Starfall curriculum and website include all of the resources you will need to successfully teach the curriculum, with the exception of the suggested classic literature books, which can easily be found in your classroom, school, or public library. Visit teach.starfall.com and the Starfall store at store.starfall.com for parent and teacher resources. A variety of kindergarten activities and resources for homes and classrooms may be found. For a detailed explanation of all of the materials and classroom setup directions, refer to the Kindergarten ELA 2nd edition Read Me First, found at teach.starfall.com. If you have not already ordered the Starfall Kindergarten ELA curriculum and are interested in purchasing it, visit store.starfall.com. If you have been using the previous edition of the Starfall Kindergarten ELA curriculum, you will only need to order the upgrade kit, also available at store.starfall.com. Thank you so much for letting us introduce you to Starfall's Kindergarten English Language Arts curriculum.